So the shawl I'm knitting on has a double decrease. It's a slip-on, knit two together, pass slip stitch over, and it happens to be across a where I've got a marker, so it kind of straddles the pattern repeat. I put a marker just at the start of the pattern repeat, and the slip-on, knit two together, pass slip stitch over takes in those 3 stitches. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it without actually taking the marker off. So I'm going to slip the first stitch, and then the knit two together is across that marker, so the stitch before and the stitch after the marker. Now this helps if you have a small marker like I've got. So this marker is quite small, it's only just slightly bigger than my 4mm needles. But what I want to do is I want to go into the next 2 stitches just like for a normal knit two together, but make sure I don't put my needle through the marker, obviously. So I'm putting my needle in below the marker, so that you can see that, so it doesn't interfere with the marker. So I'm going to knit those 2 together, and then I'm going to just take the first stitch off so the marker stays on. Then I'm going to lift the slip stitch over, and now I'm going to slip the marker across and then take the second of those knit 2 together off. So I've now got the slip-on, knit 2 together, pass slip stitch over on my right hand needle and the marker in the correct place after it. So let me just knit to the next marker, and I'll show you how to do it again. So normally when you do this kind of stitch, a decrease that straddles the marker, you tend to quite often have to take the marker off. So that would mean slipping those 2 stitches across to the right hand needle, taking the marker off, then slipping those 2 stitches back, do your decrease, and then put a marker back on, which can be a bit of a hassle. So this is much easier, and you can do this for knit 2 together as well. I haven't tried it for SSK yet, but it definitely works for knit 2 together. So I'm going to slip on stitch knitwise, and then I'm going to knit the next 2 stitches together, but avoiding the markers. So I'm putting my needle in below the markers, so it helps that my marker is quite small. Knit those 2 together. And then I'm just going to take the first one of those knit 2 together off, and make sure my marker doesn't fall off. So keeping the marker on there, pass the slip stitch over, then slip my marker across, and then I can let that second one of the knit 2 together go off. So just make sure that you do slip that second one of the knit 2 together off, and then I'm going to carry on. So that was just very quickly how to do the slip-on, knit 2 together, pass slip stitch over, when the decrease kind of straddles the markers, so you don't have to take the marker off.